All right, guys. So basically, we're talking about basically how to pass a problem and the risks involved in passing the problem. So basically, how was I able to get the analysis? Previously analyzed about this, and this was our setup. Okay, let me just go through this and see how we got to this entry high, this significant high. Sorry, this is significant high, this is significant low. Went above. Yeah, so I'm looking at these 2 points. So for me, this is just range. So I want to actually take advantage of this range, and we know that whenever market is ranging or consolidating, it's actually planning to actually take off, either reaccommodation, distribution, redistribute, or distribution accumulate to something. So that's what I'm looking out for in this market. So now I mapped out these zones for entry and to pass the profile. So basically, what's my risk on passing the profile? I risk about 1% per trade here. So and which I have my take profit and all that. So but I risk 1% per trade. And then this, I'm going to show you how we're going to work on this analysis. We use this analysis to get a profit passed. And so what do I mean by that? I when the market came down here, basically we analyzed about this because this is a minor break of structure, so I expect this to be respected. And so why didn't I enter off this demand this supply here was because it was a break of structure, right? A break of a minor structure. But this what led to the break of the structure was this and this as well. So this led to this led to this, and so this is where I mark out my demand and supply. And as you can see, market is reacting off this same place that I marked out as well. But anyways, I hope to see this still go down. So basically, like I said, I I mark out my supply and demand. I know the direction of this market. So three things: mark out my structure, my liquidity, where is liquidity and how is it going to be taken out, and then I get my entry. So now, how did I get to this point? I marked this out, and also marked this out. So now market already broke structure, came back mitigated. Probably I was not able to be in this market, and then remember I said I risk 1% for every trade. Market came here, I risked about 1%, and markets took me out. Yeah, I lost 1%. And I meant to make about 8%, right? So market took me out of 1% and came down to this point and didn't even react off my entry, and then went straight to this my supply. When it went there, like I said, 1 is to this is about 1 is to 12. Yeah, 1 is to 12.9. So approximately 1 is to 13 or something. So now I marked out this and already I've lost about 2% trading this. So when it came back here, and we expected to make about 8% here, market came back here and tapped from the entry. So let's see, this is entry of about or is about 6 pips on gold. Remember, trade gold. And TP is about 75 pips. So now market mitigated and gave us about one. It's already 1 is to 11.1 is to 12 right now. Yeah. So, but what I'm looking for is 1 is to 8. Remember, I lost 1% either, and so this trade recovered the whole 1% and gave me now 11% total. So this alone, I've actually passed. And I want to tell you something. One big thing about this risk management is this: I share every risk into chips. So imagine I enter this trade and enter this trade and enter this trade and I lost the three of it. So I've lost about 3% of my trade, right? And daily drawdown is about 5%, I guess. So I've lost about 3%. And then probably I had two analysis marked out. I marked out on Euro USD and okay, I lost about 2%. Yeah. Okay, this is it. Euro USD. I mark this is a demand I marked out on this. Yeah, okay, it's already here. Okay, so now I didn't enter off this point, but I left this as liquidity, took out. So this is about one is to what? This is about one is to. So my aim is to this is about roughly 15 pips and it's about one is to three. So my aim is to pass this challenge. And when I pass it, I'm not interested in any other thing in the market. Yeah. I don't want to get involved in anything in the market. I just want to pass this challenge. And so this is just a very key reason and the key steps to actually pass this. So what I'm saying in essence is with about out of 10 trades, you having about 4 trades or 3 trades, having a minimum of 1 is to 3, you've passed the challenge. Yeah, you pass the challenge. So already I'm not okay. I'm not interested in this. So with the reasons I gave, we had we had 4 setups. 4 setups. This is one. I remember you must always when the trade goes half of your analysis, you should actually put your stop loss to break even against any other thing. So now let me say this is on break even. Yes, it wind up came back. My stop loss already on break even, so I didn't lose any amount, no drawdown. Then on Euro USD, yes, on Euro this was GBP USD. Yeah, on Euro USD market, it's already on what's it called? It's already on break even right now. So I don't expect to see markets come back to even if it wants to, that's fine. But I'm already on break even, so I know I'm not going to lose anything here. So where I'm much interested is this. And even if I lost the true trade, which is about 2%, and it came to gold, I lost one more percent, that's 3%, right? So about I've lost about okay now market has actually gone to my TP. Yeah. So I'm out of this trade. Yeah. So market gave me 1 is to 12. So 1 is to 12. 12 minus 8 is what? Is about 4. And that was the 4 that I actually lost. Even with all the losses I had, 3 losses and just 1 win, I was able to recover every single thing I had. Every single thing I had. So basically, this is what they don't want you to know. The more you try to trade, the more you try to lose. Because when you lose maybe like 2 3 trades, the next thing you want to force the trade to move to your direction, and you end up adding more risk. So one good thing about this whole personal problem is have a constant risk, right? If you have a constant risk, have a constant risk. So risk management is very important. You have a constant risk here. Have a good edge in the market here. So when you have a good edge, what I mean by having a good edge, at least your strategy should be at least 50% out of 100. Okay, let me say 40% out of 100. So this is being said like this. Okay, let me write it down. So have a good edge. Have a good edge. So now, what I mean by 50% out of 100 or 40% out of 100. So imagine I have 10 trades and I lost about 6, which is like 6%, right? And then I'm taking my TP off 1 is to 4, right? So and I made 4 trades out of 10. So one trade gave me 1 is to 4, which is 6 that I lost minus the 4, which is 2% minus. The next trade gave me 1 is to 4, right? So minus the 2 remaining minus loss that I had. So I'm now on profit of 2%. Then the next third trade gave me what when I maintain my risk third trade gave me about 4% as well. So now I'm up 6%. Then the last four trade gave me about 1:4 as well. So 6 plus 4 was it? That's 10%. So that's why I said out of 10, at least have four trades that are good out of 10. So your strategy should be at least 40%, at least. So with this, you can actually be able to pass a profit. So have a constant risk, very important, and have a good edge. Don't just enter off any setup that is in the market. Take your time. You don't have to trade every day. So you take your time to actually master your edge, have a good edge in the market, get your setups ready, and then have a constant risk management, a good risk management. And this already played out. So with this alone, we are actually good to go. We have passed a prop firm account. So we haven't just this. So it can actually help you more. And why I said, okay, like when the market was coming, I said it was going to drop more. Yeah, I know it was going to drop more because already, if this tends to break further, fine. To give me key reasons to actually still sell. There are a lot of sales opportunity here in the market, but I'm just still saying why it actually got respected because see my TP was, and even as my TP got broken, there was still an entry here off here because I want to just scalp it too. But the main thing in the market is one good thing that you should tell yourself is discipline. Why you should have discipline in the market is when you have achieved what you want to achieve, just stay off the market. Don't try to actually gamble because the next other things are called gambling. Now I've made about 10% out of it. Okay, I've made about 8%. So what else am I doing in the market? I want to make just 8%. And this is just a trade on just for a day while scalping it. But if you want to make it like constant trade, you want to take your time, you can actually have a good setup that will give you just 2% in a day, 2% in a day, 1% in a day. If you make it 1% in a day, and before the month runs out, like I said, out of 10 trades, four should be good. Four out of those 10 trades, so within a week plus, you should be able to pass a profit. If you're risking just like this and you have a good setup, you should be able to. One of the key reasons that's making traders to lose their account is impatience. Yes, impatience is one of the key reasons, and then being okay, I want to pass this within a short period of time. By the end of the day, then you lost the account, and now you have to start afresh, right? So, but this, like I said, is going to give you a key. So just risk 1% per trade. You don't have to risk much. 1% per trade. Make sure, like I'm still emphasizing on this very well, make sure you have a good edge. At least have 40% that's good. Your edge should be at least 40%. Yeah, at least 40% out of 100 is your strategy. And if you have this as a strategy, nothing else, you don't need anything else. Just read up the pro firm's rules and regulations, read out everything they want you to get, and basically you achieve this. Trade off days of maybe news, and just if you know the kind of trader you are, you can just decide to take it out. But most times I go, how did I get this entry? It wasn't on the 15 minutes, I think it was on the 5 minutes. Yeah, but this is just how I got the entry. And what was the decision here? Okay, this broke out this, like I said before. Yeah, it's not strong. I need to see markets mitigate previous supply or demand, previous zones before heading down to break structure, or I want to see it do the opposite. So, like I said, see exactly what I'm talking about. So, this is like continue to drop down. This will just continue to be dropping down because it's showing me a sign of strong strength in the market. And what else can actually help in that? Okay, look at the volume. I'm gonna teach about volume in probably one of the videos I'm gonna drop soon. I'll teach about volume and how to actually analyze. using the volume profile. It's professional. So please feel free to actually follow me on Instagram, official underscore Boydie. Yeah, and like and subscribe. Thank you.